Audra. How are you, my friends? Audra from One Soul Awakening, just checking in with everybody to see how we are all coping with everything that's being thrown at us right now. I want to talk to you today about staying positive right now. I know it's really a challenging time for a lot of people and for a lot of businesses, for everybody really. So what can we do to stay positive, keep hope in our hearts, stay happy, stay sane as well? It's definitely been a trying time for everybody I know. So let's talk a little bit about some things that we can do to keep our spirits up and some things that have worked for me. So my first one that I want to talk about is staying connected. Sometimes you feel like we're so connected in terms of Instagram and Facebook and YouTube even, but how connected are we really to those people that count in our lives and those people that we want to show up for? So are we checking in with people, even if it's every week? If every day is too much, every week, who are we talking to? Is that quality time? Is it difficult to pick up the phone and call a family member, just say hi? It really does help. It's not something that I've always enjoyed doing. As chatty as I can be, I'm not a person who picks up the phone to make a phone call. So that is something that I have been trying really hard actually since everything sort of happened back in March. And it definitely does bring that joy into my life to make those connections that aren't just virtual. So staying connected, making phone calls. If you have kids, get them to write letters. I've been really enjoying the mail that I've been getting, and we've been getting our little ones to send mail off to friends and family as well. And I think it is definitely a time when those kind of little things are really appreciated. So that's my first thing that I'd like to talk about. Another thing that's really helpful that I've been finding too is just keeping to a routine. So whether you have, a standard kind of 9 to 5 life or, whatever schedule you're on, keeping a routine is really, really helpful right now. Because sometimes I feel like, what day is it? What time of day is it? What month is it even? So definitely sticking with a routine has definitely changed the dynamic of our day-to-day. We all eat together at certain times. We have little meetings throughout the day. We check in with each other in our own household to see how things are going. And we're keeping to a routine. We have 2 little ones that we are now unschooling at home. So that's definitely, it brings on its own challenges, but by having a schedule in place every day, it is really helpful just to keep pushing forward, keep hitting those goals, keep hitting those marks, and, staying creative and enjoying our time together. Which kind of brings me to another piece that I've found really helpful is getting creative. So whether it's making, new content for YouTube or for myself, or whether that's doing a painting. I'm horrible at painting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am no artist, but I've done a bunch of watercolors with the kids and it's been really enjoyable. It's things that I may not have otherwise done in the past. So getting creative has been really fun. Setting weekly goals has also been really a cool thing to do, where, one week we'll pick something that we really want to dive into. And so we each kind of come to the table with what we've learned about it. This week it was as simple as a project on bears. So, our kids put together this really cool dynamic project on all the different kinds of bears there are in the world. And we ended up going into this huge spiral about sustainability and like proper practice and things like that. So it's really cool just to kind of get creative and not, zone out to your television and always default to that. It's always a time and place for that kind of stuff, but getting creative, totally good in my books. Another thing that I'm finding extremely helpful is just disconnecting a lot more than I used to. So I know a lot of us have had to kind of shift our businesses online and have bigger presence and whatnot. But having that downtime away from the tech, away from our phones, our computers, our televisions is detrimental to our growth. Just getting outside. We just came back from a great bike ride before it started pouring rain here. And it was amazing. We've all kind of been connected for a big chunk of our day today, as we were, doing various things for work and for fun. So it was like, let's shut down, let's go outside, let's get something, go get moving, have some fun. Also, I find, the news and the things that are happening in our world right now, they're kind of only showing you the worst ofs and all of the negative things. And there's so much of that happening right now that it's okay to take a little break from it. Sometimes it can be really overwhelming. And even myself, I've found moments where I kind of spiral into these really negative cycles because I realize, yeah, I've been watching way too much news and I'm not hearing about all of the amazing and powerful things that are happening around the planet. These are definitely interesting times right now for seeing all of these different things kind of coming to the surface. But disconnecting from that is a really just amazing thing that we can do that I'm not sure why we don't do more of it. We kind of feel obligated to have these shackles called social media and news especially. So getting off the tech is phenomenal. You use your own mind, you doodle, you draw, you walk, you get out in nature. I mean, coming from a very eco-spiritual background with our ministry and with our own lives, it's so important to get in touch with nature and, build that garden, get out there and just sit in the grass. How many people get to sit in grass? It's an incredible feeling. So shut down, get outside, read a book, something, just something to kind of keep you moving forward and getting out of those negative cycles. And the biggest thing that I have been finding really helpful is feeling my feels. It is totally okay to have a bad day. We don't always have to be perfect and be inspired and be creative. Those are all amazing things to achieve and to strive for and to set those goals. However, it is totally okay to just stop. Sometimes we just need a break. Sometimes our minds are going so much. There's a lot of us who have had to, recycle our businesses and come up with a brand new plan, and we feel a lot of stress because what do we do now, I know people aren't really grooving the whole we're in the same boat. I think we're all in very different boats, but we are in the same damn flood. So a lot of these similar things are happening to us where, whether you're on the brink of losing your home, losing your sanity, losing all your money. I mean, a lot of us have gone through a lot of different things in the past few months. So, yes, it's good to keep pushing forward, but also feel it. Feel if you're not having a good day. Take that time to just stop, If you want to have a day of all Netflix, all day, all night, just eat popcorn, do nothing, do it. It's okay. It is totally okay to just feel and be, It's such an incredible opportunity to be a human right now, We can emote, we can feel, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but we can do it. So we got this. It's something that I think kind of has to be said, A lot of people are just stay positive, good vibes only. Well, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. We have to keep our heads up and stay positive, but sometimes we're just not feeling it. And even myself, sometimes I just feel like curling in a ball and going back to bed. And that is okay. Because you know what? The next day is going to be different. And sometimes you just need to get into that cocoon mode and go inside. That's usually a time where I like to crawl into bed and either watch something, read something, maybe it's just meditate, maybe it's just not smiling, Yes, we should always smile more, but sometimes I just don't feel like it, and that is okay. So I guess I'm here to tell you it's okay to feel it all. Feel the love, feel the sadness, but then send it love too, Just try to keep your heads up, stay positive. When you're not, don't feel pressure, just get creative, stay connected with people, be human, experience, enjoy, and just try to take it easy. I think on that note, I'm gonna peace out.